Hey, this is Sheriden and I'm bringing you a quick guide to the first boss in the Eternity Vault operation. This will be an 8-man guide for both the normal version and the hard mode. The boss is named Annihilation Droid XRR-3. On normal mode he has about 900,000 health and on hard mode just over 1 million. You will enter the instance by taking an escape pod to the surface. Gather up and make sure you buff each other. Once organised, have your tank run up in front, followed by everyone else. You will first face some trash. There will be 2 turrets, one on the left and one on the right. You should use crowd control on one of them if you can, as this will make things much easier. Melee should DPS the power cells below the turrets, rather than jumping up and risking bugging through the pillar. The tank should pick up the droids, and if you do have an off tank, then they should try and aggro the turret. Once this is cleared, you'll want to move back so you can regen. Make sure your operation group is split up into 2 separate groups, each one with their own healer. This will be important when dealing with the boss's main ability, Missile Salvo. He will sit on the ground and start shooting missiles at everyone who is within sight of him. While they don't hit for much on normal or hard, you won't want everyone taking damage to this. You don't want to push your healers too hard. The tank can stay on the boss, but the rest should go hide behind their designated pillar. Have each group set to one of the 2 pillars. He will use this ability every 90 seconds. And it will last for about 17 seconds. At around 15 seconds, your DPS should run back in to ensure they get a good amount of damage done to the boss. If you're struggling with his enrage timer on either the normal or hard mode, then you can always try grouping up under the boss during this ability. Have your healers use their AoE heals to keep everyone alive while you continue DPSing him. The boss's other abilities also include Rocket Burst. He will target a specific player with a red animated mark and after a few seconds launch a missile at them. This will do quite a large amount of damage and even more so if they are close to other players. Therefore, it is vital that anyone targeted moves away from the group. The player will be thrown in a random direction when hit. Overwhelming Swipe. This ability deals damage and knocks back all players who are in front of the boss. Your ranged DPS should always max distance. Your melee should spread out around the back and sides of the boss. Storm Protocol. You'll know when this ability is coming as the boss will announce that he's changing tactics.
Enemy tactics analyzed. Engaging storm protocols.
He will use a volley of ground targeted missiles which place a red circle below the player's feet. Everyone must be on their toes and ready to move to avoid damage. It will continue for about 10 seconds, so just keep on moving around and avoid as much of them as possible. It's worth noting that you will have much less time to react and move on the hard mode version compared to the normal. The final main ability used by this boss is Shockwave. He will announce when it's coming by saying proximity violation and will proceed to lift his main arm and smash it into the ground, doing damage to those close to him. This can be simply healed through with no issues. But if your healers are struggling, your melee can always move out, but it will be a DPS loss. That's about it for this guide. Give it a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Be sure to ask any questions you might have in the comments below. We'll bring you the other bosses very soon, as well as Nightmare Mode specials. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and we'll see you on the next video.